This weekend, Donald Trump doubled the U.S. tariffs on steel to a whopping 50%, citing national security.
We are going to be imposing a 25% increase. We're going to bring it from 25% to 50%, the tariffs on steel into the United States of America, which will even further secure the steel industry in the United States. Nobody's going to get around that.
This move will cost India billions, since US is a critical market for India's steel and aluminium exports. So earlier itself, India had filed a notice with the World Trade Organization against Trump's decision in February to impose 25% tariffs on steel and aluminium imports, which proposed retaliatory action against Washington. India told the WTO that it plans to impose retaliatory tariffs on US goods. India said US duties, which were imposed in previous years, caused it trade losses worth $1.9 billion, and argued that the US failed to follow WTO procedures and did not consult other countries before imposing these duties. With the higher tariffs imposed, the matter has been aggravated further. But now, responding to India's May 9th notice, the US has rejected the proposal, saying that their actions were not safeguard measures. The US told the WTO that these were national security measures and that they would not hold any discussions with New Delhi regarding the matter, since there were no reasons to retaliate. This comes after the US rejected India's formal request to suspend trade concessions in response to American duties on steel and aluminium. This would mean that India has no legal right to hit back. But India is not backing down. It told the WTO it reserves the right to retaliate by suspending trade benefits worth the same amount as the damage, around $1.9 billion. This could take effect as early as June 8th. India sends more than $75 billion worth of goods to the US every year. The Global Trade Research Initiative estimates over $4.5 billion worth of Indian exports have been hit by these tariffs. With talks on a possible free trade agreement between the two countries still ongoing, this latest friction could complicate negotiations. The Indian government says it's still reviewing which US goods will face higher tariffs. But if it mirrors its 2019 move, products like nuts, apples, and boric acid may again be targeted. As the June 8th deadline approaches, both nations are holding their ground. The US says there's no case. India insists it's acting within the WTO rules. What comes next could decide not just tariffs, but the tone of future India-US trade ties. So far, there's no official word on whether talks will be held to avoid escalation. Experts warn that this could affect thousands of jobs and push up costs in key sectors. We will keep tracking this big story. Stay tuned to Mint.